this could eventually lead to lawsuits where it could end one way or the other in court, but we could see some very big changes in the meantime all around Walt Disney World. And this all goes back to that feud between Governor DeSantis and Disney that started last year. It started with Disney opposing the governor's restrictions on discussing sexual orientation in school, and the governor said it crossed the line, and then the legislature and governor moved to dissolve Disney's Reedy Creek district, which allows Disney to largely act as its own self-government. But dissolving that with no replacement could have put Central Florida taxpayers on the hook for Reedy Creek's debts and required local governments, specifically Orange and Osceola counties, to assume the costly duties of maintaining Disney's infrastructure, while tax caps limit how much they could collect from Disney to do it. So ultimately, the state decided to reform the special district, but under a new name and led by a new board appointed by Governor DeSantis. But see, then the governor's board recently discovered that Disney's outgoing board had signed contracts on the way out the door, ceding most of the new board's power to Disney. And that's the context for the governor saying this is a long way from finished.
Pull a fast one on the way out the door. They've been caught on that. So all I can say is that story's not over yet. Buckle up. There's going to be more.
And he followed up by saying that he and the legislature won't just void the development agreement that Disney's board signed on the way out the door, but also said they would look at things like taxes on the hotels and tolls on the roads, presumably the roads that lead to and through the Disney resorts, and developing some of the property that Disney owns within Disney property. To take those points in order, by the way, the legislature could in fact pass, the governor could sign legislation to void the contract that the Reedy Creek board in fact signed, ceding the power to Disney, but then Disney could counter with a legal challenge on the claim the state does not have constitutional power to void the contract and that its equal protection rights are being violated by the state, singling Disney out. If it moves in that direction, in that scenario, the state then could claim, well, state growth laws allow it to make retroactive changes in development arrangements. So all of that, though, is projecting ahead to a possible legal confrontation that could be decided in court. For now, the powers of the governor's new board in any state attempt to develop property within Disney World really depends on a chain of events yet to come. But remember, Disney's Reedy Creek board did not remit control of the roads on Disney property, which could lead to an effort to add toll booths through Disney, as the governor said they're looking possibly to do. And the governor and legislature could also impose or raise hotel taxes that could cost Disney and its customers as well. Craig Patrick, Fox 35 News.